Good afternoon and welcome. Happy Friday and happy end of semester. Welcome to this closing event of your time here in the Honors College. And all of us in the Honors College join me in congratulating you on this milestone. As the December class of 2021, you stand out for your determination to make the best of every opportunity that you could, and you did. Successful capstone presentations, we saw many of them last week or 2 weeks ago, internships across the campus and beyond, and leadership in campus organizations and in groups across the city that are dedicated to improving their communities. You're going on to graduate programs and into the workforce with the best academic preparation possible, and the faculty join me in congratulating you and wishing you every success. Hardly a week goes by without a colleague here at UIC telling me how impressed they all are by all that you do. By now, I should be used to hearing this, but I never will be. While this week and the next one will be for celebrating your individual accomplishments, and you should, it's also a time to reflect on the experience of being in a college like ours. During your time here in the Honors College, you blended with peers who were like yourselves, similar majors, similar career goals, shared student orgs, as well as with those who weren't. Different majors and goals, of course, but also different backgrounds, cultures, and belief systems in labs and classes and clubs. And simply by socializing in Burnham Hall, the bond of being students overrode differences and made each of you part of a diverse, energetic, talented, and unique community. A rare community. Rare in higher education because here in the Honors College, we believe that college is a time for more than just academic preparation. Thus, the relationship has to be more than a series of transactions denominated by credits and grades. A well-rounded education is an evolving partnership with advisors, fellows, supervisors, and of course, your peers, all of whom, in their own way, were part of your experience as you were of theirs. It's our hope that the Honors College has been a place you belonged to, that you felt a part of. All too often, people go to college and get a degree. Here we've tried to create a space for you to be part of in getting an education. So in 301 and 101, in course and seminars, in advising sessions, and everything that went into your capstones, you were part of this thriving community of learners, searching and questioning, finding and sharing, and above all, growing. Learners at every point, since your professors are still learning through their research and including you in their pursuit. Your own learning will not stop here. That's obvious if you're going on to advanced programs, but either way, it's important not to lose the curiosity, the questioning, the need to understand. It's by maintaining that stance that we become productive members of our communities. I meant to say leaders. Because your education has included involvement in organizations and internships, as well as labs and classrooms, the habits of mind that you've honed prepare you to be examples and a force for good in a world that needs leaders. This is a role that takes many forms, most of which are without titles or formal positions. A leader may be the one who asks the important questions, and who knows which questions are important and which aren't. Or the person who can provide clarity when others are confused. Volunteering is also a form of leadership because you're doing something where you can make a difference. Being a leader isn't about setting out to be recognized. It's being willing and able to make a difference. And every realm of our public life needs people who can make a difference. Healthcare, communities, the arts, education, all need people who ask the questions and bring clarity and show up with energy and dedication. So while you're considering the ways your UIC education will pay off next year on whatever professional path you're on, recognize also that you're carrying experiences that extend well beyond your professional preparation. At the start of a new job or the beginning of a graduate program, you're not going to feel like a leader. But those situations, whenever they arise, when you can speak up and help out, those are when you'll be leaders. What you achieved wasn't easy. It's not easy under even the most favorable circumstances because we've held you to high standards. We've held you to the same high standards the Honors College has held for decades. And you've worked hard to meet them. In that way, you're joining the thousands of Honors College graduates who will tell you, each in their own way, that the hard work paid off. But you achieved what you did during a time that has challenged the world and disrupted nearly every aspect of people's lives. You pivoted to online classes, adjusted your capstone projects when labs and libraries weren't available, and held yourselves to the same high standards during a pandemic. You remained a community during this time, meeting virtually and holding events undaunted by the conditions under which we operated, refusing to be daunted by those obstacles. So our congratulations are combined with awe at your success in coming through these challenges, persevering through difficulty, and showing all of us how dedicated Honors College students are. This semester, we came back as a community and enjoyed a semblance of on-campus life. You showed us in many ways that you are ready for what lies ahead. You will now fan out into different places and professions, bearing the imprint of your years here as a member of this community. But you've also left your mark here as a class and as remarkable individuals who persevered during an unprecedented time and of whom we are tremendously proud. Please stay in touch. Once again, congratulations from all of us. I now introduce Tyler Nielsen, Program Coordinator and Honors College Class of 2012, to read the names of the graduates as we recognize your accomplishments.
Thank you, Dean Keene. Good evening and congratulations to our December class of 2021. It brings me great pride and joy to be with you here today in celebration of all that you've achieved with us in your time. Now, without further ado, because all of you have waited for years for this moment already, I will now read the names of those who graduated this past summer, as well as our fall graduates. If you are present when I read your name, please come forward to receive your certificate and gold stole, after which we invite you to return to your seat once more. However, we ask that you refrain from placing the stole around your neck at that time. After all, the names have been read. Dean Keene will lead the group in a communal donning of our stoles. To begin, Ibtisam Abdallah, Haneen Abu Zair, Mariam Ahmud, Muhammad Hazim Al-Khan, Imani Allwood, Bashir Al-Masri, Abed Al-Rahman Al-Rafai, Yasmin Amro, Michaela Aquino, Jocelyn. Thank you. Jocelyn Arredondo. Vidya Babu. Kevin Balint. Matthew Berry. Nia Batmunk. Adit Bhagat. Brandon Bujde. Natalie Castaño. Grace Castillo Rojo. Amy Chang. Akanksha Chowdhury. Ahmed Chowdhury. Noor Chowdhury. Amir Chatriwala. Cherokee Collins. Clarissa Corral. Alexandra Crow. Lake Crowell. Mariusz Czech. Olivia Duntaluri. Carly Dauscher. Tatiana Davidovska. Sarika DeBryan. Jeneba Diakite. Evan James Thomas Duffy. Joanna Jichowska. Jen Eisner. Anya Ellis. Grace Fick. Baya Garcia. Brandon, Brandon Gligor. Jessica Guo. Cecil Hadjiev. Isabella Hinos. Alexis Hernandez. Viatan Hoang. Colin Hoover. Shken Ho. Min Huyen. Hajara Yasmin Isa. Mackenzie Jackson. Zenobia Jane. Annalie Johnson. Veronica Josviak. Rala Katuam. Malala Khan. Numan Khan. Yusuf Khan. Nabiha Latif. Kaylee Lay. Natalia Lial Lee. James Likas. Daniel Levert. Asil Lika. Charles Leo. Andrea Lopez. Hugo Lopez. Kelly Ma. Lilia Medvedev. Meredith Metzger. Daria Milashik. Shabista Mohammed. Brianna Moling. Sebastian Moscoso. Muna Musa. Ibrahim Mujahid. Dylan Muth. Nikki Nuri. Devery Paltzer. Kushbu Pandey. Kishan Patel. Nandini Patel. Nishita Patel. Radhika Patel. Daniel Perez. Ian Pham. Kayla Posley. Veronica Tasek. Bhavana Lakshmi Radharapu. Vidath Raghavan. Sarang Raj. Ihita Ratnaparki. Marvin Rivera. Mersim Rizmani. Jocelyn Rodriguez. Alex Ruiz. Dua Ruyashi. Maya Samuel. Alexandria Ceballos. Kush Shah. Diksha Sharma. Paradima Sharma. Simran Sharma. Dua Shahede. Ryan Sienes. Jujhar Singh. Jacqueline Smith. Madeline Smith. Saad Sohail. Michelle Soltis. Anjay Tabilos. Lamisha Tabriz. Bruna Tavares. Viviana Urbano. Cassidy Van Merkestein. Carla Giselle Velasco. Bhakti Vyas. Joseph Wabala. Lexi Welton. Emma Whaley. David Wu. Hari Yagatili. Maimuna Zafer. Alexa Zamudio. And Abigail Zarita Calvario. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the reading of the names of the graduates. Once again, congratulations to all, and Dean Keen will now lead us in the final part of our ceremony.
The achievements, and I want to keep saying congratulations like for the rest of the evening, but we can't. The achievements you just saw are documentation for my earlier claim that this is a truly remarkable class that held to the highest standards of achievement during a time when obstacles appeared at every turn. We knew you could do it because we saw something in you when we admitted you. What we didn't know was what the last 2 years would be like. So when we say we knew you could do it, we're referring to qualities alongside your academic talents that helped you reach this milestone. I want you now to do something that marks the completion of your time here in the Honors College. First of all, please stand up. And please take your gold stole and put it around your neck. Wearing this means that you're a graduate of this college, the newest members of a wide-ranging network of alumni. Wear it proudly at your college graduation next week. I'll be there, and I want you to represent. You may be seated. This is a proud moment for all of us in the Honors College, as well as for you and your families and your mentors, and we celebrate with you, knowing the effort that you've put into everything that you did during your time here. Honors College Fall of 2021, congratulations, best of luck in everything that lies ahead, and please stay in touch.